It's already past 5 p.m. and we're still here.
It brings a tear to my eyes.
Hey guys! Please see you there!
I'm Joyce Cura.
I'm CESCA David. I'm Christine Del Pilar. I'm Jaimee De Los Santos.
I'm GRACEE Farinas.
I am Joseph Agreement. I'm Jefferson PASPIE. I'm Shannon Pejo.
I'm KLARYSS Puno.
I'm Sophia Sunyam.
I am Joshua Tatlonghari.
Hi guys, my name is Christine Del Pilar from Paws and Tails, and we are here in Intramuros to try out pastries from this local bakery. Food number 1, ube bread. So, I don't like the Entrep subject at first because when I was in grade 11, I heard a lot of bad things about the subject. A lot of my friends from the pioneer batch are complaining that this subject is time-consuming, exhausting, and such things. But when I experienced it firsthand, I really enjoyed the subject because I was interacting with a lot of people during the 12-12-12. When I was the committee head for the Entrepreneurship Bazaar, it was very stressful because there are complaints here, there, and everywhere. But it was very fulfilling in my part, and I will consider entrepreneurship as a career path in the future. Okay, so I'm gonna give this ube bread a 7 out of 10. Bye!
Food number 2, banana. We're here in Intramuros, in this local carinderia, to find out how amazing this banana is. Okay. When I first attended the entrepreneurship subject, I expected to become a master in business because as a child, I wanted to start a business. So for the 12-12-12, we decided to sell these amazing matcha marshmallows, which were a hit to the senior high school students. Not just senior high, to the we loved it. Our friends love it. Seriously, okay. And then for the pre-bazaar, we decided to go to the Divisoria to buy our pet merchandise, which we named our company Paws and Tails. And then on the day of the bazaar, on the first day, we didn't make much sales, unfortunately. But on the second, third, and fourth day, we made a lot of sales. We even exceeded our expectations. So on the end of the bazaar, after we divided our profits into ourselves. So we have a happy Christmas. To sum up, the most memorable moment I had for the semester is when we secured 1,600 worth of sales on a single day, on the third day of the bazaar. So for that, I give this banana 6/10.
Bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Bring me a dream.
Introducing the third food for today, banana con yellow. Hello watchers, this is LEILA of Paws and Tails PH, and today I'm gonna take you with me as I look back to what we did this past semester. Okay, to start, did you know that being an ABM student, I was quite excited for our Entrep class. I had very high expectations, and boy did this subject not disappoint. Actually, I was particularly excited for the bazaar. However, ever since our 12-12-12 days, our group was very fun to be with. Sure, we had our fair share of arguments, But what I love the most is that I found a new set of friends within our group. We joke about and laugh about the smallest things. Even packing candies is a fun task when done with them. I loved how we had first-hand experience of what it's like to manage a business. From the buying of the materials to the selling of the actual product, we were very hands-on. This made the experience all the more fun and the success all the more sweeter. Fast forward to post-bazaar, I think that the most challenging part was handling the finances and the paperwork. However, after all the complications and the computations, we finally got to divide the profit and enjoy our hard-earned money. We ate samgyup salamat after. And I finally realized that all the tears, all the pagod was worth it because I love samgyeopsal. Okay, so looking back at all these times, I cannot help but smile because this experience is definitely one that I would never forget. Not only had I been a step closer to my dreams, but also I gained experiences and lessons that will surely help me as I journey through life. So, Mr. Antonio, thank you. Thank you for the lessons, may it be a technical one or a value-based one. I am forever grateful as I know that I will take this with me even after the semester ends. That's all. I rate this food a 10 out of 10.
Food number 4, sorbetes, and behind me is the Manila Cathedral. Hi everyone, so for today, I'd like to share with you my expectation of the subject entrepreneurship. To be honest, when I first knew about the subject, I thought it would be about the basics and just some general knowledge about entrepreneurship. But I was wrong. The subject really felt like an entrepreneurship class in which we were thinking about products to sell, who to sell it to, how to sell it, and it was just really fun at the same time, educational as well. And for the 12-12-12, it was a period that for me was the hardest one because of how stressful it was. 12-12-12 was that period that allowed me to experience for the first time walking around the university trying to sell to random people. And if you're asking, yes, it was hard. If anything, it actually pushed me to build up enough courage on my own just to sell the candies and mallows. But regardless of all the trouble, just seeing how at the end of the day, all of the candies were sold out, it brings me satisfaction and a sense of accomplishment. And that just felt amazing. Pre-bazaar. Pre-bazaar time was probably the most troublesome time for me because it was the period that we had to prepare the products, we had to plan, and from the raw materials to the process of actually creating the end product. It was a repetitive process of going back and forth to Divisoria, looking for what we want, and oftentimes we couldn't find it and we had to come back again and again. But even with all the hassle, I am still glad we never gave up and continued to push through and finishing all the needed preparations required to continue with the bazaar. Bazaar day. It is the day. This is where all the time preparing for was for. We gotta reach a goal, we gotta reach the quota, we gotta make sure that none of the efforts we put into reaching the stage was wasted. And so here we go, day 1. Our tent wasn't set up. We had to transfer to another spot, make do with that. And when it was time to set up, it was lunch break. And we have class after that. And we just had to make do with it. We didn't have enough time at all. But I know I keep saying this, but even with all the problems showing up, causing us trouble, we still managed to pull through and just say, yeah, we did it. Let's do our best to reach that quota, sell everything, and just have fun. Post-bazaar. Yay, it's done. We reached the goal, reached the quota, it's done. At the end of the day, just knowing that we finished it all and that all of our effort was not wasted made our day. If anything, I'd like to say that we couldn't have done it if it weren't for everyone doing their best and giving it their all. And also to you, sir, it was also due to your support and guidance that we successfully finished the bazaar. And also to our fellow group mates and to everyone, thank you. Thank you for making this fun and enjoyable even with all the struggles. Most memorable moment. For me, the most memorable moment was my first commute here in Manila, from which we went to Divisoria. If anything, I'd say I was nervous because it was my first time, but at the same time, I was excited. This is because whenever I commuted, I was with my mom, and it was just the first time that she was not there. And although the experience was going to Divisoria, and it's not really that fun if you're going there pretty much every week, but the thing is, it was my first time and it really was fun. This sorbetes is so nice, and if I'm going to give it a review, I'd say it is a 9 out of 10. That's all, thank you!
Food number 5. This is what the locals call tusok-tusok. Hello everyone, SESCA here. The truth is, Sir Antonio is not our original entrepreneurship professor. He came on the second week of class. At first, I was intimidated by him. I don't know why, but he's actually very funny and nice. My Wednesdays and Thursdays are not complete without him teasing jam. It actually made my expectations high for this subject, that every week would be a fun and new one. During the 12-12-12, we went to Divisoria to buy candies and marshmallows, and we repacked it at Three Kings condo. It is actually the first time that we socialized with our 3 new classmates, JAIMEE, GRACEE, and ALLYON. After that, we resell the candies around UST, which how we gained our capital for the bazaar. The preparation for the bazaar was very stressful, as we went back and forth from UST to Divisoria to buy onesies and other pet merchandise that we have to sell for the bazaar. There were some misunderstandings, but everything else went by smoothly. Bazaar week was more stressful. Aside from that, we have to set up our booth. We also had quizzes on some of our subjects. We also cannot attend on our booth since we also had classes. I was constantly thinking about the quota we have to reach during the 3-day bazaar. I also had to sew the buttons at home together with GRACEE and KLARYSS. After the bazaar, we had the chance to talk with each other about how we can divide our sales. About this, we actually had misunderstandings about it. But the next day, everything is alright. Every moment with them is another adventure. Because of this group, I got to roam around Divisoria, and now we are in Intramuros for another adventure and to shoot our implementation video. I'd give this tusok-tusok an 8 out of 10. Bye!
Food number 6. This banana cue sprinkled with brown sugar. Entrepreneurship is hard. There's no doubt about it. It's like traversing a road that no one has ever reached. Just like how hard it is to sales talk every student of the University of Santo Tomas. Just from this 12-12-12 challenge, it learned me how do I persevere as an individual, and it helped me to toughen up as a person and to not lose heart. It would help me in utilizing the street smarts that we have as a person, and basically from the simplest things to bargaining up to the biggest things wherein we find the proper location for the cheapest material. The most memorable thing that I have learned in entrepreneurship is during my bazaar days. It basically told me that we need to put everything, our effort, our sweat in coming up on a single idea, which is the onesies and jump packs. It basically told me on how would I sell stocks to every professors because I know that they are pet lovers, that I would persuade them to buy this product and it would be beneficial to their pets. The second most memorable thing that had happened during my bazaar days is when I received the money already. Because essentially, when I received this kind of money, it gave me a sense of recognition, not because of its material worth, but basically told me because of this is the reward that you have been given to you as a person. Because you have worked hard enough and this is your reward. And that's why I'm proud to be an entrepreneur under Sir Antonio. Thank you very much. For this food, I'm rating it 10 out of 10.
Food number 7. Balut. Balut is one of the most exotic street foods here in the Philippines. So today, I'll be sharing with you my experiences all throughout the entrepreneurship class. My expectation for our Entrep class is to gain more knowledge and understand the principles in putting up a business. Since my dream is to start up my business in the future. Actually, before the start of the school year, me and my friends are already doing a business plan for the Entrep class. But unfortunately, our section got dissolved. But I slowly adjusted with the new environment and interact with my new classmates. As 12-12-12 started, I am happy with the things that we sold and how our Divisoria adventures paid off. Our group ventures on many things, starting from printing shirts, arnis, pre-love stuffs, and candies. During the pre-bazaar, I'm really excited when our group decided to sell animal merchandise, since I'm a dog lover. It would be amazing if we could sell and innovate things for our pets. At the same time, I also doubted that we might fail since we are in a school setting where there might be a chance that no one will buy our products. During the bazaar, I'm already confident with our products since we put a lot of effort and hard work. With those 4 days, I noticed my classmates' personality, and it was a relief that after the bazaar week, our hard work turned into money and all the sweat and tears paid off as we see our projects become successful. The most memorable moment that happened during the bazaar is that when we go back and forth in Divisoria. It was fun because this performance task was not the usual project that we get, and it is a great experience to share to my group mates my familiarity with the stores in Divisoria. Yummy! I'm giving this balut a rate of 10/10. See you next time!
Food number 8, turon. Did you know that turon is made out of egg roll, banana, sugar, and langka? And that is the trivia for today. I am Jefferson PASPIE, your friendly food buddy. Expected that this would be fun and exciting. I want to be an entrepreneur someday, so I am very excited on our first day. I found Entrepreneur 12-12-12 hard on the first day when we started it. I remember when I was tasked for our first and biggest project on sales. The shirts we bought and printed. The next several days, we bought our niece for another order on 11 STEM 10. It was fun for me because I like adventures and also road trips. I do also remember when me and my friend Shannon have sold our niece on FEU and we have got sick during the pre-bazaar week. I was doubtful on our product. There is so many what ifs in my mind. I thought that our product would not even make 1,000 pesos in one day. But they proved me wrong. During the bazaar day, my team was very positive, just like an optimistic entrepreneur. Earning our sales is the most satisfying moment for me. During the first 2 days of our bazaar, I am glad because our team is working with each other. I also tasked as a runner during the bazaar, which is exciting for me. My favorite part on what we've done is when we are going to buy our goods and my groupmate ALLYON and me brought a car to convoy one another with our groupmates. The lesson I have learned in doing such things from 12-12-12 till the bazaar is what important is our relationship and satisfaction you brought to the customer, not just the earning we've been striving for. I've learned that where to buy low-cost things, although I have connections because I was raised from a Chinese traditional business family. I have learned that hard work can be paid off from any other struggles. I've learned that being an entrepreneur cannot be taught, but it can be learned. Turon. I'll grade it 10 out of 10.
Let's talk it over. Let's talk it over one more time. Let's talk it over. Let's talk it over one more time. Let's talk it over.
Food number 9, buko juice, a refreshing drink made of coconut. Hello guys, I'm ALLYON Cruz and we are here in Intramuros, Manila where we will have some street food treat. So for my expectations for the Entrep subject, I expected it to be fun, enjoying, and interesting since I plan to put up a business in the future. As the lessons go on, putting up a business is really not a joke because you will have to consider a lot of things and go through all of it. Our business mind and skills were tested since the day 1 of the 12-12-12 project because we need to generate a big amount of income to be used as a capital for the actual bazaar. It was quite stressful because we have to render service, repack, and do room to rooms to sell our products. When the bazaar week is coming already, it was stressful as well because we all have to plan for the strategies we need to do, booth to set up, and products to sell. During the bazaar days, it was definitely the time when all of us were tired, stressed, because we have regular classes. There was a change in booth location and no time to set up and sell the products personally. I was very happy when we got almost sold out during the last day of the bazaar because all our stress were worth it. After the bazaar, we were still busy since some of our customers pre-ordered onesies and shirts products from us. The best part is when we already got the part from the sales we earned. The most memorable moment for me is when we went back and forth to Divisoria to buy materials and products. It was my first time to go to Divisoria without my family. It was an amazing experience because I got to meet different business-minded people and negotiate with them. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. That's all. Thank you.
Food number 10, taho. Taho is made out of soybeans and sugar syrup. Is entrepreneurship subject difficult or not? For me, at first, when I heard about this subject from my friends on the pioneer batch of senior high school students, they were talking about the 50,000 pesos quota for their performance task. Rants about how hard it is for them to come up with this amount of money in just a week and how they are pressured on the task they need to do. Because of this, my expectations are not that good with regards on the subject. I thought it was because of the professor, but not. All of them are required to do this kind of performance task. I hope for the best that when I'll be in my grade 12 year, entrepreneurship would be kinda hard, but hopefully I can manage to get good grades. On the first month of entrepreneurship class, it was nice, not that bad, but very tiring because of the 12-12-12. All of the planning, process, and execution. But for me, it was a very successful one because we exceeded the expected goal that we knew at first we will collect just a little amount of money. Next is the pre-bazaar. Stress, but planning should be well presented. Honestly, at first, I was not sure that it would be a success. During the bazaar, I was satisfied about the progress of our products. Because of those things, my expectations become higher each day. I was happy about the results of what happened during the post-bazaar. I will say that our group was a success all throughout what happened. My experience in this whole process, when put into words, would be, pag may tiyaga, may nilaga. It means that the things you've worked hard, pursue, and have courage while working on it, everything would pay back. Each goals and objectives that you want to achieve, just apply this process and then it will be attained at the end of the journey you are taking. The most memorable moment for me in this whole entrepreneurship class was the bazaar because I get to experience things that are different and not usual performance tasks that I used to do when I was in grade 11. Also, I get to know more about my classmates because I was new to this class together with ALLYON and GRACEE. Compared to our other classmates, they get to know each other since grade 11. For this food, taho, I will rate this 10 over 10. Thank you!
Food number 11, chicharon. Down to the second to the last food. Hi, I'm Shannon PEJO, and what I will be sharing today is about my little experience from our entrepreneur subject. When our teacher told us that our project will involve selling and marketing products, I was excited but a little bit nervous. The first struggle we have to face is our 12-12-12. We must gather capital for the big event, which is the bazaar. We sold different products, sold candies, performed deliveries and such. With our efforts, we garnered enough funds for the said event. Before the bazaar, we discussed and shared ideas to finalize the main item we will sell, and we agreed on selling jump packs, which are onesies with mini backpacks specially made for dogs. During the bazaar, the main problem is effectively selling our products. We felt that our booth doesn't reach our desired customers enough, so we decided to sell inside buildings of the campus, and it worked. After the bazaar, we felt really accomplished and satisfied with the outcome. We just have to finish the paperwork required and then we are off. The best moment I experienced is when the fruit of our labor was distributed among the members. It felt really good to have such amount of money and made me want to do business and become an entrepreneur one day. For this fried pork skin, I'm rating this 10 out of 10.
Food number 12. So we're down to the last food. We have mango with shrimp paste or bagoong. When I first heard that I will be having entrepreneur as a subject this year, I was quite hesitant and skeptical in what this subject would be all about. So I was expecting lots and lots of stress since from my friends last year I heard that their bazaar and their Entrep activities was very stressful. But even so, I will tell you that my expectations were not met. Rather, they were more than exceeded. So, as we started the week or our studies for the 12-12-12, I was glad to have these activities with my friends, these memories that we created as we were buying different products from the Visoria, from online shops, and we even rode the LRT just to transport to our needs and other activities and products that we had. The first challenge we had to face as a group was 12-12-12. But actually, I wasn't worried that much because I was very happy with my group mates. That's really made my whole Entrep experience great, memorable, exciting, and it was just like I was being with my family and friends, so it wasn't much of a problem. Until probably on the day of the bazaar. So on the day of the bazaar, our preparation, we were quite stressed about it and first of all, what product will we sell or how much should we spend for the products that we would sell and the decoration and all those stuff. Because we were problematic about the task delegation, there were miscommunications and everyone was not performing very well as expected, and there were quite upsetting circumstances between the group and our group mates. But even so, by the actual bazaar itself, on the third day, we were actually happy on how everyone performed so great after all those first and second days that we didn't earn very much since there was no one who was actually being on our booth since we had classes. So by the fourth day and the end of the bazaar, I really felt everyone's efforts on pushing and maximizing all the things that they can do just for us to earn and just for us to earn that 10,000 pesos, which seemed impossible, but look at us now. We have like more than 1,000 each from our sales and profits that was more than 10,000. So if I were to tell you my favorite or memorable moment for the whole bazaar, this is probably during our, of course, visit in the Visoria. Entrep has taught me how to master like all the corners of the Visoria since we had to go there back and forth. But most especially, I was really happy on how the camaraderie was established between all group mates beyond all the hardships and conflicts that our group had to face. It was still really great. And also, sir, when you replaced our prof, I'm pretty sure that all of us were scared of you on the first day, but as we go on and as we bonded together and knew you more, I really enjoyed every class that we had together, and I want to tell you that you inspire me, and I know that you inspire every one of us in the class. So that being said, for this last dish, as I walk the streets and we leave Intramuros, I'm giving this and my Entrep experience definitely a 10 out of 10. Bye!
Hi guys, we're here in Intramuros. We're here to try a special. And I've heard from the locals that this one is amazing. We're very thankful.
Hello everyone. When
Hi guys, it's Christine Del Pilar.
Hello, Rick. I'm sorry.
Food 11, a lot of bad things.
my God, sorry.
And I'm gonna teach on the entrepreneurship subject. The subject is
12. Sorry.
this ube bread. We're gonna taste
Now is... I forgot the name. This is ice cream.
That's all. Thank you. Ulit. Wait. Wait lang, kabilang side naman kami.
Our entrepreneurship experience was truly one of a kind.
This has been Positive Tales saying
Okay, 0 for this group.
Stop.